Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. My Paladin has reached 5 wins, 2 losses, still sudden death, obviously. It doesn't stop being sudden death ever once you've got your 2 losses. If there was a gambling element here, I think I would cash out now while I'm ahead. But in the arena, your only choices are forward or retire, which would gain nothing. I might as well see if I can get another win or 2. So let's keep going. I've got 2 auctioneers, a reasonable number of cheap spells. I have yet to go friggin' crazy with them in any game so far. But I did have that one where I drew a quad-billion cards from my stupid Paladin Wheel of Fortune card, which I should really learn the actual name of, because I keep referring to it by the name of a magic card, which doesn't even do the same thing. Wheel of Fortune cost 3 mana, and it was just both players like discard their hand and draw a full hand, which in Magic is 7 cards. Which is pretty crazy, but the Paladin version here is, while it's more situational, it's also actually more obnoxious when it works well. Which is pretty hard, because Wheel of Fortune is a sick-ass card. Alright. We'll just get rid of the cat. We'll keep this other stuff. Divine Favor. That's the card I'm trying to name that I didn't want in my hand right now. I'm going second. My opponent has fewer cards than me to start with, which is not ideal for that either. Yeah, I'm not coining out the Acid Ooze. I'm sure I can do better than that somehow. Yeah, I don't think that changes my best play, which is still coin out the Demolisher. I mean, I could save the coin, just make a 1-1, but she can just shoot it and hit me for 2. And yeah. We'll coin out this bad boy. Probably dumb, because I don't have a good 3-mana play next turn. But there's no way she's going to have significantly fewer cards than I do to play this, and anything else is not going to use 3 mana very well. What do you got? You going to give +1/+1? No, you're not. Okay. Really? Good job, you stupid, inaccurate catapult. Ooh, that's pretty good, though. I'm not going to complain about that one. I'm pretty sure I want to kill this guy, even though she's going to draw a card from it. And we're going to protect my guy. And she could Cone of Cold, but it's not the end of the world. Because normally I would make the token right now, I think, but I'm really tempted to play the Acid Ooze instead, because if I can empty more cards, and if she just plays 1 card per turn and gains more cards, I could maybe Divine Favor, but this will be good later in the game too, probably. I don't think the mage is going to dump her hand as fast as me, so I don't think I'm going to mess around with that. I think I'm going to keep him, not for blowing up a weapon, obviously, but just because get some use out of this. Well, then again, I won't have much attack in play. Oh, whatever, I'll just do this. I doubt it'll work out for the Divine Favor plan, but having a 3-2 out there feels more useful right now. What do we got? Cone of Cold?
It's time for a little blood.
Well, that is also pretty annoying. Okay. Really? Really? Alright then, I'm pretty sure I've got to trade him for that, because things are going to go downhill otherwise. I could Blessing of Kings were my guys, but they would only survive it by 1 hit point. So if I'm going to Blessing of Kings someone, I'm going to Blessing of Kings someone who's going to kill the other, who's going to kill this. Which might be worthwhile. Problem is, I have to trade this to kill him, even though I like this better. Blessing of Kings, this guy, and then hit that, I'll have a 4/4 taunt, which is not the end of the world. That's, like, pretty decent. I'd rather keep this alive for its awesome power, but I just can't leave that stupid 5/1 out there. It is sick. Yeah. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna do it.
Move quickly.
Now, if I'm killing it with that anyway, maybe I should save my Blessing of Kings, though. That's the thing. I can just play more army. Okay, we'll do that. I'm going to kill him because he's bad. Even though it's horrible. I'm just going to play more army, though. Protecting this guy isn't that important. I don't think having taunt right now is going to be the most important thing, and I've got more good taunt coming later. I might have more important use for my Blessing of Kings, though. No, that's all kinds of unpleasant. Okay, step one, we're going to attack her directly because that rules out a couple of secrets. So it's not a vaporize, it's not the ice armor. It could always be like an ice block, which you can't get rid of unless I can do 26 damage to her right now. Which I wouldn't want to do in one hit because it would totally get negated. But, could be a counterspell, it could be a spellbender. Seems like a likely option. I can't play anything good this turn anyway. So I'm thinking I'm going to see if it's a counterspell or a spellbender this way. Yeah. That is too bad. If it was a spellbender, then I would have still drawn a card and blown it up. But, gotta do something there. I couldn't just leave that around, because next turn I want to play a big fat thing, and I don't want a mere entity to steal it, or copy it. You know what I mean? Okay. Where were you last turn? We kill that. Now, is this going to stop enough to make it worthwhile? She can just shoot it, and then it's a 4/5 taunt, and then she could kill it with these guys, but they would get their butts kicked in the process. There might be a polymorph coming, in which case am I better off having this one get polymorphed so that it doesn't take out the bubble at the same time? I don't know if it makes a difference. The bubble is pretty easy to shoot out, so yeah, we'll just do this.
Truth is my shield.
So, Flame Strike would not be ideal for right now. I always start thinking about Flame Strike when the mages hit 7 mana, because even in the arena they can have several Flame Strikes. Not that unlikely. But I don't know if Flame Strike's what she'd want to do right now, because she just doesn't have that overwhelming of power. Like she can't shoot this first, so it would just take out the bubble and kill a 2/4. That seems like a crappy use of Flame Strike. We've both got the new card backs from participating in ranked play in the last season. There's a predictable move. And then what, Fireball? Use one of your precious arena fireballs.
I hope you like my invention.
Nope. You draw extra cards. Okay. That's not what I expected. I thought it'd be Frostbolt and then hit it with that. That was a very strange turn. I'm confused. Although freezing her does mean that I can't use her to break that, unfortunately. She wants me to put out more stuff to Flame Strike, unfortunately.
Justice shall prevail.
So I'm going to oblige to some degree, but I'm not going to put out my Boulder Fist and have it horribly weakened in that way. I'm not going to get any cards out of this game. It's just not going to work. Yeah, because this will die now from the Flame Strike. That was her plan. So we're just fine. Noble Sacrifice it up. And make a token.
Reporting for duty.
I'm going to have to play him, though, because if I don't play this guy, there may not be enough to force the Flame Strike. She might just go out with her forces. I need to get rid of that Flame Strike so that I can then do better stuff. It does suck that my Noble Sacrifice is going to get wasted by the Novice Engineer. So I maybe shouldn't have played it, but I wasn't actually thinking it out there. I was just thinking, well, I want to play this, and I'll lose it to. Oh, that's my train of thought. Whatever. I'm gonna take a beating. Am I just gonna die? I don't know. Maybe. Should I just play him and Blessing of Kings? I'm not going to be killing her anytime soon. I don't need that. If he gets silenced, I'm boned, but... Silenced or polymorphed, I'd be pretty screwed. I think I'm going to try. Even though it's kind of dumb. She needs some good card to stop that. A silence or a polymorph, basically, because otherwise he stops her whole army. Fireball would mostly do it. Fireball, even then, it would take more of her stuff to get rid of him. Okay.
My shield for Argus.
Okay, so he did his job. I am still in trouble, though. It's an epic card, but I mean, if she has the pyro, then I'm toast.
What you looking at? Reporting for duty.
Guess I should go all out, huh? Actually, that's stupid. I have 2 auctioneers. Why would I play that card? Ugh. Not thinking. I mean, it'd be bad if he dies, so
get behind
it takes a little bit more effort now, but not much more. Ow. Interesting. Yeah, there's an auctioneer.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Wee. Yeah, me pretty dead. I guess I'm gonna bounce him. Because his health is so low, he's not gonna last anyway. But my health is so low, I'm not gonna last anyway. He does have taunt. It's not nothing. He's not gonna do the job though.
What you looking at? Blood and blood.
So let's think this through. She takes him out with something that is not this guy. Shoots him for 1. He does 5 damage to me. So one of the other 2 has to get through. I can't kill him with this guy. In fact, I'd just be freezing him. So I should actually kill this. Because now she needs her card to do something. Although, I'll be dead on the following turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Do that, hit that. Hit me for 5, and then do you kill me now? Or not? Yes, you top deck the fireball. Again, at 1 hit point, I wasn't going to 1-turn kill her, so it didn't really make a difference. Well, that was a pretty rough game. Oh, got my first Golden Hammer of Wrath. I think that's the first. For my real Paladin deck. Alright, let's see what I got. So, 115 gold, still a bit of a profit, because the pack is worth 100. Blood Knight is epic? I didn't even realize. I thought it was rare, because the 2 gem colors look about the same to me, unless they're side by side, and I still can't tell which one is the right one. So, Nothing too exciting there. Well, let's go play a ranked game. Why not? You see, I started at rank 18 with 1 star, just because of where I was placed at the end of the last season. I'm going to whip out, I don't know. Yeah, Rogue. Rogue is what I was doing it with. Priest and Paladin did perfectly fine to get me down to rank 12 or 13, and then I just ran into a brick wall where the meta was all these like hunters and warlocks and mostly just very fast stuff. Then I switched to my rogue deck and I won a lot of games. Like I had many wins, few losses to get down to 8, but I ran out of month in which to play. Paladin, a very slow loading start. What the hell?
I will fight with honor.
Okay.
Watch your back.
As long as we're fighting today. Obviously get rid of the one expensive card. Everything else here is okay. I find like I'd rather have Shiv in here, but Shiv doing 1 damage to 1 minion, having 1 more mana makes this able to sweep a lot of weak things. It gives me a 7 mana Leroy play where I take out all Leroy's buddies. Mostly just like I need some kind of sweeper in the rogue deck because they're so lacking, and this does help against Murlocs and various other things. As does Squelching, which helps against everything. That's a good question. Options? Still no Permasquelch option. Fail, Blizzard. Fail. Give me my Permasquelch. Anyway. It's a Paladin. He's going to have 2 mana on his turn. Paladin cannot do a lot of killing with 2 mana, so I'm just going to play this guy. Or am I? No. I can play the Knife Juggler, but then I won't be able to give this guy charge. It's not that much better. No, I'm just going to play this guy. It's fine. He can kill a 2-1 or a 3-2.
Mind if I
He
roll
just makes a
these?
token or does that, then I can kill it with my dagger. So that works out fine. Oh, interesting.
Here we go.
Now I could coin this guy out and do another 2 damage. How much value is there to that? Because next turn I could play this, but next turn I could coin out a Yeti if I don't do this. And a Yeti seems better, so let's do that. This guy will still be a 2 damage instant, 2 damage for 1 mana as long as I have a weapon out. So, tempting to call that shock based on my Magic the Gathering days. That used to be the 1 mana 2 damage card. Okay, so we are going to, I think, coin out a Yeti. This guy is going to be doomed, but Yetis are good. I could also just play this guy, but I could play the Knife Juggler and then play him, and he'd do 1 damage to something from the Knife Juggler, and then if he did 1 damage to this, I could kill him and then stab the result, which would be awesome, but it's only a 50-50 chance, and otherwise I'm setting myself up for a big Consecrate, which is no good, so yeah, we're not going to do that. I have similar options later. I'm not going to do the stabbing now, though. It doesn't accomplish much. I'm not going to be making a weapon next turn. I think that's extremely unlikely, so I might as well have it to preserve this guy's charge option. So instead of Consecrate, he goes with the sword, which makes a lot of sense. Bash. Boom. Okay, okay. It's not the end of the world. I could play the Knife Juggler and get all this stuff going. It just means that he will kill the Knife Juggler with his sword. But that in itself is not worthless. But I think I'm just going to stab this guy, so I'm just, yeah. I'm just going to play the Harvest Golem. I'm going to hit him with the charge while I can. And stab this guy. Stab you, fool! Now he can consecrate if he wants, but it would take 4 of his 5 mana, so it would use his whole turn. Not necessarily the most efficiently. It would be 1 consecration out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad move. I'm just saying it's going to happen at some point. This is not the worst time for me. It didn't let him use his mana very efficiently, and I still get this. Get down! Alright. Now, if I make a dagger, then I can save this guy from his noble sacrifice. Hit him for 2. Or I could play the knife juggler, summon these guys, get 2 of these guys, and do 2 damage to him. But I would be losing this. I can do this when he has stuff in play to kill. Maybe I should just go for the efficiency right now.
Here we go.
It's not a noble sacrifice. Well, now I'm just confused. You know what? I'm going to play the knife juggler now. If he uses something to kill it, then I lose that free damage. That free damage is 1 or 2 damage, and is random if he has any stuff out. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Because I'm thinking, I don't want to play this and have a whole army out if he has his second consecrate. Okay. So that's bad, because he's going to get... If that wasn't Noble Sacrifice, then we know it's the one that's going to resurrect this guy. And that's no fun. Only resurrects him if he dies on my opponent's turn. I mean, on my turn. If he dies on my opponent's turn, it doesn't work. How much damage can I do? I don't have lethal, right? Because I've got 2, 8, 9... Whole lot of 9. And I can't quite Fan of Knives to kill the other stuff yet, so that's not great.
So many options.
Not very good options, actually. Because I can't get 2 guys out of him. It's just not going to work right. I'd have to waste this, which I'm going to want. I think.
I wonder. Too soon.
Damn it. Oh, well, we're going to find out the hard way what's going on. I think I'm actually going to play this guy without the thing. So I don't want to waste all that time. I'm still thinking, I'm still contemplating Leeboy-based plays for next turn. It'll be beneficial to have one more thing out, or to eat a consecrate, or something. Okay, that blows. It's extremely obnoxious. Yeah, he's still trying to get me to kill that. But now it is not the same. Okay, is there any way I have lethal? I've got 2, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's just not going to be lethal. Okay, since I'm not going to have lethal, I guess we'll do Baron-Geddon. First, step 1 is to trigger his stupid thing.
Reporting for duty.
Step 2 is to kill his bubble. Step 3 is Baron-Geddon. Screw you, I know all your secrets. There's a lot Paladin can do late game crazy stuff. A lot of he can get a 5, 6, and gain 6 life.
The light protects me.
Could have played Tyrion Fordring. Is he 8 or 9? Should really pay attention to that. I think he's 8 though. Divine Favor, that's pretty obnoxiously bad. Although he's got a lot of small stuff. He seems a little bit too weenie-ish. Seems like he's not putting out any crazy taunt stuff. So I believe he's dead.
Here we go.
Step 1. Check for noble sacrifice. Noble sacrifice not detected. Step 2. Smash. Step 3. Smash harder. He was giving me some pretty obnoxious problems with that resurrection secret, but just being able to evaluate, figure out what their secret is, and the rogue deck is pretty flexible, so I was able to play around it, and it makes all the difference. But anyway, we're going to see what I can do in the arena next time. Put the hammer down on that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.